Hello everyone, welcome once again to round number 2 of the 44th Chess Olympiad in Chennai. And here we'll try to check out what happened to Wesley So's game. Okay, he was the last person, the last player to finish in their match against Paraguay. And he actually had a winning position, and he just repeated moves to draw to secure the team's victory. Let's check it out. Why didn't he go for a win? Well, that's question that Wesley could answer. Okay, so e4, e5, knight f3, knight c6, knight c3, knight f. So we have the 4 knights. e5 bishop b4. Takes on c6, takes on c6. d3, queen e7, h3, h6. Okay, it's quite symmetrical except for this pawn on c6. Should d2, bishop into d6, keeping the bishop. Bishop e6, also queen side. Queen e2, g6. So black is slightly better now. a3, knight into d7, and then f6, h4, h5, knight f1. Wesley controls the important d4 square with c5. Knight can shift to b8 to c6 and then d4 again. So knight e3, knight b8, bishop d2, knight into c6. Opponent went for c4, and Wesley played queen f7. I'm not too sure about queen f7. Better was queen b7 if you want to push with g5 later in the game. Now let's take a look at bishop c3, for example. If white continues with this plan with bishop c3, you put a knight on d4. Definitely white will take it. I need to d4 to open up that bishop. Knight will probably go back to f1 or knight c2, trying to go for b4. You have bishop g4, b4. Okay, counterplay. You have f5 and rook rook h e8. Yeah. Wesley played for queen f7. The problem with queen f7 is that after bishop c3, a5, he was too worried about this b4 push, e6, king b7. Okay, he wanted to control everything, control the a file, control the middle, same as yesterday. But this is just one small mistake for Wesley with queen f7. Queen g5, he has a complete control of the board. Rook to b1, rook a8, castles now a4. Now, with the position on g7, for example, okay, let's take a look at g7, and we follow bishop c3, for example, a5. Let's follow the sequence of moves. Queen goes to c2, all right, then b6, knight into d5, king to b7, rook to b1, all right, rook a8. And now here, white castles. What's the difference when the queen is on g7? Now Wesley has g5. That was the big difference. Compared to here, you cannot play g5 because of this and the knight. With the queen on g7, you're protecting the g5 square. Okay, but still, black is better. a4 takes, rook a6 protecting b6. Rook a8, rook fb1, king c8, moving out of danger from the b file. Queen f8, takes on f4, takes on d5, takes on f6. Threat, h4. Takes on c6, rook takes, knight, bishop e7. Now, if we capture h4 here, queen c4 is coming. Yes, and that's deadly. So that's the reason why Wesley had to capture a3. Even rook a4 was also possible here to defend that c4 square. And if the knight goes to f3 to protect the pawn, bishop e7 and take on c6. So rook takes a3, knight f3, bishop back to e7, takes, back to a8, queen takes c6, queen d6, rook a4, c4. Wesley now has a passed pawn. Rook d1, b5, 2 pass pawns, queen d8. Even king b7 here would win, yes. But you remember queen d8. Rook a6. Bishop c5. King h2. And here he went for the repetition of moves with d8, queen f8. Now let's take a look at this position here after what? After queen. Sorry. After king h2. Wesley has this rook a3. If takes on g6 and his rook takes f3. That's if you take on f3, queen takes h4. Because king g2, you run into queen f2. Queen f2. But he went for the repetition to secure the victory. You cannot fault Wesley, he wants to. This is a team event anyway. But a win is a win. It would have been a win and also for rating purposes. So that was it. Wesley drew a winning game against Paraguay. And again, guys, thank you for supporting our channel, Charles March Chess and Charles March Entertainment. And we'll continue the coverage of the Chess Olympiad in the days to come. This is Coach Oliver. Stay safe, everyone.